Órale, solo took los tres chingones, boxing shots, all the chingones y chingonas. All right, man. So over the weekend, Clarissa Shields fought this chick, Lonnie Daniels. Now, I'll be real with you guys. I have no idea who that girl is, Lonnie Daniels, right? I don't even really know what weight class this was in because Clarissa Shields looked a heck of a lot bigger than this chick. Um, Clarissa definitely won the fight. Man, I gotta give this Lonnie Daniels a lot of credit though. You know, she took some good, clean shots from Clarissa. And while I did see that it was bothering Lonnie Daniels, I never really saw her like stumble, or I never really saw her like get all drunk and buzz and noodle the legs. Not to say that it wasn't bothering her, because I could tell that, yeah, her Clarissa's punches were definitely bothering her, right? And I was kind of, uh, I was watching it during a live because I was watching the Xander Zayas versus Garcia fight, and I just happened to have this one on at the same time. And watching it, I was just like, wow, this Daniels chick, man, she could really take a beating. But one thing that really stood out to me is exactly what I was saying, is that Clarissa was a heck of a lot bigger than her. And Daniels was taking her punches. You know, not comfortably, don't get me wrong, not comfortably. But here's the thing now. Now it's coming out. Now, so we all know that Clarissa Shields made an offer, 15 million to Layla Ali to throw down with her. I was interested in this fight a few years back. Now that Layla is like in her late 40s, I'm not that interested, man. I mean, had it been a few years back when Layla was like in her, earlier 40s, yeah, I think it would have been pretty cool, but not now. But, there's rumor and speculation coming out that that check, you know, well, that all this is a hoax, right? Because sure, you got the novelty check, it's huge and everything, but not just that. But you have like the addresses, those are made up, the bank is made up. I never really went to check it out myself, but everything that I said on that check, the bank, it's a made up bank. The address, it's a made up address. There's no address, there's no zip code that exists with those with that zip code that's on there. Whatever it is, right? It doesn't mean it's a hoax, right? Maybe they really do get the 15 mil. I got no idea. Um, I just, I don't know, man. Look, Clarissa, I don't hate Clarissa the way so many people do. I don't. Um, but like I've said before, she's just, she's too big of a girl, man. There's no competition around her weight class or weight classes. She's moved up and down, but there's just no competition. The fact that she's been this popular for a while now, I mean, hey, look, kudos to her. She's been able to keep herself in the spotlight for whatever reason. However, the quote, no, it can't be, because there's no competition up there for her, right? So she can be the best in the weight classes that she fights in, but those weight classes, I mean, it's so diluted, man. There's little to no competition. I don't know who this Daniels chick was, and I'll be honest. Like, do I really keep up with women's boxing that much? No, I'm getting more and more into it, and I thought it was a good showing for Clarissa Shields. But she wasn't able to finish this Daniels chick off, man. I got to tip my cap to this Daniels girl. She took everything from Clarissa Shields, man, and Clarissa was clearly the bigger fighter. I was amazed. I was like, wow, she's a lot bigger than this Daniels chick, man. So I'm not even really sure what's going on um, up there in those weight classes with Shields. But Yeah, look, if you want to see some great women boxing, you got to go to the lower weight classes. There's just much more women, there's much more competition going on there. But I just thought I'd go ahead and mention this just because it was on, and not only that, but because they got we got a lot of spotlight on Clarissa Shields recently, coming up with the 15 mil finger quotes, coming up with the 15 mil. And some people are questioning it. Like, is it legit? Did you really come up with it or not? And now that people are checking addresses and the bank that it's from, they're saying like, hey, this is a made up bank. This is not an address. These things are all made up. Doesn't mean that she doesn't have it, or the team that she came up with, whomever it is. But nonetheless, man, I just think this is it for Clarissa. If she doesn't get the Layla Ali fight, which I don't think is gonna happen, that's it, dog. I think the time, she shined as bright as she possibly could, and that's it. I think from here on out, I think the time that we're gonna hear her name is just when she gets on social media and just, starts running amok. But did anybody else watch this fight? Because I was really impressed with the Daniels chick taking those punches. I was, man. Cholo, Choco, los tres chingones boxing shots, all the chingones y chingonas. Catch you guys on next round.